what happens for me is, I'll go, and nothing's happening. I may feel like things are changing, but I don't see it on the scale. Other things, measurements might change a bit. Clothes start getting a little looser, and then boom, suddenly it's like 4 pounds. So my scale weight will fluctuate up and down, 3, 4 pounds. It's crazy. And then it's sort of like the trending. So I watch the trends, and I do weigh myself every day so that I don't miss sort of a low or a high or whatever. It's not just a weekly weight, because you could be on the high end of the weekly trend. So I do weigh myself every day. What else? Mindset. My real goal here is really to have a process that I enjoy. I I love a challenge. I love setting goals. I love just smashing those goals. And so I really want to have a process that I enjoy thoroughly. And it's not always going to be fun. I know that for sure. I mean, especially when you get down into the final stages, or the mid stages of prep, and it's just a grind. But mentally, I am ready for this, and I just want to push myself and have the mentality of gratitude throughout, and just really mastering that process, using the mental skills that I have to reframe anything that comes up in a negative way or a fearful way, and reframe it so that it's an empowering to me. And I think in the past, sometimes when I would get into starting a prep, the first thing that would come up is fear, fear of hunger, really, because you remember what it's like to be hungry and train and just have to go through that. It can be really hard. And so I'm not afraid. I think one of the things is, because I haven't been using food in a different way, I'm not afraid of not having the food. I think there was a time where I would start prep, and the first thing I would do would be have this big blowout, sort of like a last meal kind of thing, a big cheat meal, and then you're in prep because you're anticipating not having the food. But now I don't feel that way. I don't do weekly cheats. I don't. That's not the way I practice with my nutrition. But I will be building into my nutrition periods of a deficit and then periods of maintenance calories, or not a diet. Well, they call them diet breaks, but just times where I'm not in a pure deficit, just to you're not going to restore your leptin levels and all that kind of stuff on 1 or 2 days. But anyway, it's more of a mental thing. So that's my plan anyway. We are, 7 weeks out before Christmas. So my plan is to really, get going and make progress. And then Christmas, I will have a natural, hopefully a time for a diet break there, or come up to maintenance, and then get into the second phase of prep. On a weekly basis, I'll probably stick to just a fairly consistent calorie range, with on the weekends not having a cheat meal, but just having a free meal, if you know what I mean. Just having dinner out or something, and maybe a glass of wine or a couple of light beer or something. And then if I have to adjust calories lower to account for that, I will. But I think it's important. Just, it's 20 weeks out. I think I can, get into a deficit through the week, and then have a higher day on a Saturday. And that makes it a lot more manageable. Anyway, guys, it is finally getting a bit lighter. I do need to take some progress pics. I will do that now. I'm not going to share them right now, but I may use them in the future for some comparison. And hope you're having a great morning, and have a fantastic Sunday. I will try to keep up to date, maybe every other week or so, with my progress, and we'll see where we're at. Thanks a lot.